start seated on the mat. And just while you're here, just take a moment to ground down, check in. If you haven't muted, it'd be a good idea to mute. And let's see, where are your sitting bones? Can you kind of ground, let them maybe shake into them just a little bit? And then once you feel your sits bones grounding, can you pull the front of the ribs? Vamos a mover las costillas adentro, move your ribs in. Good, and then pull the scapula slightly down and back. So just this little gentle action here. Good, and then just rest your hands on your thighs for a moment. Do a little mental scan. How's your body? How's your brain? Take a couple breaths to check in, ground down, para ver cómo estamos. Good. And then let's exhale, open our eyes, and then you can just begin a gentle, vamos a mover adelante. You're going to move forward and then move back with your spine, with your columna, adelante y atrás. Good. Oh, take a moment, feel the front of you stretch. And also as your torso is moving, mientras moviendo el torso, también se nota, you can feel your hips beginning to stretch and open up also. So let's pause right here, sitting all the way up nice and tall. Take your two arms up and out for a moment and bring one elbow, tap the knee, codo a rodilla. So you're going to just tap elbow to knee, stretching, coming up, releasing back down, stretching up. Good. Try that just a time or two more. Pushing up. And now go ahead, pause with your two arms up for a moment and then give a little twist back behind you. Inhale and exhale, twist the opposite direction. Letting your arms float with you. Inhaling up, exhaling, twist. Inspirando arriba, centro. Expirando para girar. Good. All right, and then let's pause up here for a moment. And exhale, pull down again a little bit further back. So you're just letting your back begin to stretch. Very nice. Good. And then you're going to exhale, reach forward, reach across your midline. And exhale, pull right back. So you'll reach across, kind of tap the floor out in front. Twisting, twisting, twisting. Good. Girando, girando, girando. Go pause with two arms up and then unfold your two legs for a moment. And now we're going to inhale and exhale, scoop the belly in. As you come back, then you'll inhale, open your chest, abriendo el pecho, and then exhale, floating all the way back. So you're creating almost like a little undulation here with your spine, back and up. Good, all the way over, rounding. Excellent, let's try this one more time. Now let's pause about halfway down and I want you to reach, tap slightly behind you and back in. So reach, tap behind you, feel your obliques. Good, and then tapping back and up. Exhale, tap back and up. Tapping back and up. Tapping back and up. Tapping back and up. Last time, each direction, tapping back and up. Good. Inhale, sit tall. Once again, tap across now towards the foot. So you're reaching, estirando un poco más. You're reaching a little bit more across your body. Good. Exhale into it. Good. Inhale up. Exhale in. Inhale and exhale. Good. So now two arms up. You're going to sweep to one side, lower, pulse. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms all the way up. Sweep to the other side, pulse. 3, 2, 1. Inhale the arms up. Pulse to that side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling up, big stretch. Exhale, pulse to this side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up this time, open the legs, and then arms and legs are going to open and close here just a few times. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Let's pause. Your 2 heels right in line with your sits bones. Bring your arms down and then raise one leg. So we're going to exhale, just let it lift and lower. Subo abajo. Good. Sube abajo. 3, 2, 1. Let's try that on the other leg. Down and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Push both feet into the floor. Press both palms, your fingertips facing the body. And then exhale, lift the pelvis. From here, you're going to pulse 10, 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower the pelvis down, your weight very light, almost imperceptible in the arms, and 1 foot now, opposite foot. And we're going to go 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Pause. 2 feet back down to the floor. Push with your hands. Lift. Abrimos, cerramos. You're going to open and close the knees for 10, 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5. Pushing, lifting the hips, utilizando los glúteos. 3, 2, 1. Let's lower down. And now I'm going to reach my weight just over to my right side for un ratito. So this is my right hand, right leg down. Top arm, top leg, lift. 5. Top arm, top leg, lift. 4. Exhale, lifting. 3. Exhale, lifting. 2. Exhale, lifting. 1. Good. This time coming up, you can leave the arm here and then tap the top foot into your bottom foot. Pie arriba y abajo. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Pause. Now reach the arm out in front, reach the leg back, pull in. Let's go 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hold that leg out. Just let the leg come down and up. Tapping. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Swing the leg around. Place it in front of your bottom knee. And then exhale, twist towards it. Let the gluteals stretch here. Checking in. Con el cuello, looking at your neck side to side. Muy bien. And then from here, this bottom leg just slides underneath you, and voila, estamos en otro lado. We're on the other side. Open and close your top arm and leg. Here we go. Let's take 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Pause. Let's just open back up and now tap the top foot into the bottom foot. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now brazo adelante, pierna atrás. Brazo adelante, pierna atrás. Here we go. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Take a little pause. That top leg down and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Take a pause. Bring the leg in. Take that foot in front of the bottom knee. Sitting up here, just in a moment. Opposite hand to knee, mano apuesta a la rodilla, and then just take a twist. Good. Check in with the neck here on this side. All right, and now from here, let's unfold the legs, and you're gonna come and face your 10 toes. Good, and take a big long stretch of your back. Excellent. So now sitting up nice and tall, 2 arms out. Let's exhale, pull back, and pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it to the left, a la izquierda. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A la derecha. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center. Good. Exhale, stretch, reach forward, lengthening out your back. This time, come a little lower, pulsing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A la izquierda, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A la derecha, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Al centro otra vez, coming center. Exhale, stretching your spine forward, 2 arms up. This time, lower down just a hair more. Same thing, pulsing from the belly. Desde panza, barriga, estómago. 3, 2, 1. A la izquierda. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A la derecha. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Muy bien. Al centro, through the center. And then exhale, estirando otra vez, arriba, arriba. And now we're going to exhale and slowly roll back to the mat on a 10, on a 9, on an 8, on a 7. Nice and slow, steady, easy. 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Arms up. Push both feet. Just lightly tap them into the floor for a moment. Arms up overhead. Good. And then use an exhale. Palms firm into the floor. Los pies también. And then exhale, lift your pelvis up to 3. Let's come down. 3, 2, 1. Let's go up. 2, 3. Let's go down. 3, 2, 1. Let's go up. 2, 3. Let's go down. 3, 2, 1. Good. Con la pelvis arriba, hold. Una pausa. Take a little pause. Now your right heel, then your left heel. So we're going to go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, izquierda, derecha, izquierda, derecha, 3 y 2 y 1. Good. Now balls of the feet, planta del pie. You're going to go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, izquierda, derecha, izquierda, derecha, izquierda, derecha, izquierda, derecha, izquierda, derecha. Good. And then from there, pause, lift the pelvis one more time, and then slowly let those bones come right back down to the mat. Draw your right knee over your chest. Good. Bring that shin bone up just a hair, and then exhale, change the position of the 2 legs. Let's go 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Pause with that left leg up. Bring your hands, las manos detrás de la cabeza. Bring your hands up. Now you're going to rotate towards the leg. And here we go again. Take 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Pause. Lower the head and chest. Take your head to the floor. Cross your right ankle in front of the left. And then you're going to circle the legs around 3 times. Tres veces. You can keep the knees soft while you do this. Good. Change the direction, circling 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Then from there, lift the tailbone down and up. 3 and down and 2 and down and 1. Good. See if you can hold that pelvis lifted for just a moment. And then exhale, release. Change the cross of the legs. Now from here again, you'll go circling the legs 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Other way, circling 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Exhale, pelvis coming up 3. Bueno, la pelvis arriba 2. Nice and slow on the way down. 1. Hold this pelvis lifted. See if you can hold for just a few seconds. And then exhale, release. Hands back behind the head. Good. So keeping the legs crossed with the right leg down. Tap it into the floor. Exhale, raise it up. So here you go. We'll go 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Change the cross. Opposite leg down and up. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Hold. Peel the shoulder blades up a hair more. Change the cross. Now 2 legs down. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Changing the cross. Same thing. Tap them down. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Hold. Change the cross. Stretch the legs out and in. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Changing the cross. Same thing. Stretch, reach the legs out. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Leave the legs lifted and long. Take your 2 arms down. Pelvis up. 2, 3. It comes down. 2, 3. Lifting up. 2, 3. It comes down. 2, 3. Lifting up. 2, 3. It comes down. Bend the knees. Left foot to the floor. Lift your pelvis up. Good. And now your right heel is going to slide up and down that left leg. Good. So we'll take 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Slide the leg all the way up. Now from the left glute, left sitting bones, pulse 10, 9 and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Pause. Exhale, release down for a moment. Bring your legs in. Let your glutes stretch, stretch, stretch. Good. And then we're going to change the cross of the legs. So now the left leg is on top. We're going to lengthen the legs. Let the pelvis come up. 2, 3. It comes down. 2, 3. Pelvis comes up. 2, 3. It comes down. 2, 3. One more time. It comes up. Good. Exhale. Now down. Bend the knees. Right foot is on the floor. Keep your left leg lifted. Exhale, la pelvis arriba. So now your talón arriba y abajo. Let's go 5 y 4 y 3 y 2 y 1. Muy bien. La pierna, you're going to put the tobillo on your muslo and then lift the sitting bones. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, una pausa, lowering your pelvis. Hands here, reaching back behind your glutes. Big stretch. Oh, letting that back of you go. Good. Let's take your 2 hands here back behind the legs for a moment. Exhale, rock to a seated position. Arms out, coming 5 and in. Arms out 4 and in. Arms out 3 and in. Arms out 2 and in. Last time. Hands behind the thighs. Rock your weight back. See if you can relax back here for a moment, letting your back stretch. And then exhale, bringing yourself all the way back up, 2 arms up. Twist to one side, back to the center. Giramos otro lado y por el centro. Here we go. 3 and 2 and 1 and hands behind the thighs. Rock it back. Take a little release and exhale. Arriba otra vez. Left foot down, right leg extends. Big breath. And then we're going to see about bringing the weight of the body down to the floor. This right leg stretch, estira, estira. Good. And then take a sweep of the arms around. Manos a tus muslos, hands to your thighs. Walking up the leg. 3 y 2 y 1. Muy bien. Una pausa. Put that leg there on your opposite thigh. Palms out. Exhale, lift the pelvis. Slight little pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Slide the left leg long. Dos brazos adelante. Stretch your arms forward. Estirando adelante. Y también la columna, moving the spine also forward. Good. And then from here, right foot comes down, left leg lifts. And we're going to walk our hands here down the leg. 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale, sweeping the arms all the way around. Letting this hamstring really get a good stretch. And then you're going to walk your hands right back up the leg. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Ankle to the thigh. Manos debajo de los hombros. Hands under your shoulders. Exhale, the pelvis comes up. And we'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Slide that bottom leg long, sitting tall. 2 arms up. Exhale, estiramos. You're going to stretch out over that leg. Couple respiraciones profundas. You're going to take a couple big breaths. Good. And now inhale, 2 arms up. Now just slide your 2 legs out, and we're going to exhale, roll back once again. 3 and 2 and 1. Very nice. Inhale. And exhale, coming all the way back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 hands under your shoulders. Exhale, lift the pelvis and hold. La pelvis arriba. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. A little pause. Pelvis down. 2 arms up. Paschimottanasana. Forward bend. Big stretch. And allowing the back of you to release totalmente. Good. Mientras estirando adelante while you stretch forward. Alargando la columna, también las piernas. Good. And then from here, let's exhale. Sit up tall. Palms underneath you. 2 feet. Pull in. Heels together. Toes together and your knees apart, and you're just going to tap 10, 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Pause. One ankle over the other, and we'll go 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2, and 1. Pause with one leg crossed over. Hug your heels towards your sits bones. Roll your weight forward and then unfold the knees. Take your forearms down to the mat for a moment. Take your sits bones all the way up. Isquiones arriba, arriba. Good. Empujando las palmas planos contra el piso. So pushing your palms flat against the floor. Exhale, lift the pelvis. Estira un rato aquí. Just stretch here for a moment. Good. Let's bend the knees. Walk your knees out just slightly. And then you're going to take your left leg down and up. Let's go 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Bend the knee, bend and straighten. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Heel lifted, down and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Con la rodilla doblada. 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee in. Send your weight back. Let your back stretch here un ratito. Let your back stretch for a moment. Nice and long. Relajando. Good. And then as you feel ready, your weight moves right back out. And then we're going to, so make sure you get yourself kind of low to the floor. Left or right leg. La pierna derecha. Down and up. 10, 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bend and straighten the knee. Doblamos. Estiramos la rodilla. Here you go. 7 y 6 y 5 y 4 y 3 y 2 y 1. Una pausa. Pause the knee. Bent down and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Muy bien. Una pausa. Pause. Bring your 2 knees in. Take the top of your head down. Estirando profundamente aquí, stretching deeply here. And now we're going to bring our tailbones back a little bit. Come and stretch up, 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 up. Good. Manos, bring your hands here for a moment to your low back. Opening your chest. Good. And then let's exhale. Bring your left foot forward. And then exhale, reach your 2 hips. So you're just going to come forward here. Top arm up. Good. Twisting towards that leg just a bit. And then exhale, reaching all the way back. So again, another hamstring stretch. Take your 2 hands to the inside of that leg and sweep it back behind you. Exhale, release. Reach your weight back and all the way up. Arriba, arriba. And now from here, you'll take your right foot. Adelante. Good. Let's bend, come in. Opposite hand up. It reaches to the piso. And then you're going to switch, twist, twist, twist towards this leg. Good. And then exhale, reaching your weight back. Come over the leg. Estirando femorales, stretching your hamstrings. Good. And then from here, I'm going to inhale, lift up. Sweep that leg all the way behind me and right back in. So now walk your knees to the center of your mat. With your tailbone down, abdominales adentro. Good. Inhale, stretch, shake your arms out. Opposite leg reaches out. Let's stretch towards this leg and up. Now away from the leg y arriba. Más cerca y ahora más lejos. Okay, so just enjoy reaching all the way over. Good. So now we're going to pause on this side and let that top leg, or let the long leg lift and come down. So here we go. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. Just open, spine long. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring the leg forward, tap, reach it back. So we'll go forward, atrás, adelante, atrás, adelante, atrás. 5 y 4 y 3 y 2 y 1. Good. Pause of that leg behind you. Take a big stretch. Good. And now bring the leg forward, and you can just come towards it, a big stretch. Good. And we'll stack ourselves back up. Hug the leg in. Otro lado. Try it on the other side. So now, otra pierna afuera. Brazos estirando. Good. And now opposite direction. Oh, so just enjoy these for a moment, feeling your obliques mientras estirando while you're stretching over y arriba y over y otro lado. Good. Arriba, otro lado, arriba. Very nice. This time we're gonna just pause here with your hand down and exhale. Let's lift and lower for 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Leg moves forward and back, drawing a little rainbow. Good. 7 y 6 y 5 y 4 y 3 y 2 y 1. Good. Take a little pause with that leg back. Open the chest up, big stretch. Good. And then exhale. Bring that leg forward. Stretch towards it once again. Good. Let's inhale. Bring ourselves up. Hug that leg in. And then opposite leg front. Push into it. Y arriba. So let me adjust this just a hair. And we're going to do some standing work with our weights. So I'm going to fold up my blanket for a little bit. And then I'll turn, so I'm going to have my body facing the computer screen to begin. Good. So let's just begin rolling your biceps to face up and just a few times pumping some energy here into your arms, through your biceps. You're going to exhale, go 5, exhale 4, exhale 3, And exhale 2. Exhale 1, good. 2 arms out and back in. So we're gonna reach up and back in, reaching up and in, reaching up. Good. Now stretch and reach your 2 arms out and back, out and back, out and back. Afuera, adentro, afuera, adentro. 3 y 2 y 1. Good. Take a pause. Abrimos los brazos. Open the arms. Cerramos. Abrimos, cerramos. Abrimos, cerramos. 5 y 4 y 3 y 2 y 1. Muy bien. Brazos afuera. Tap your shoulders. Out and in. Out and in. 6 y 5 y 4 y 3 y 2 y 1. Good. Exhale. Bring that down for a moment to your pelvis back and exhale up. Good. Pelvis back and up. So you can fold the weights. Pelvis up. Good. Down and back. Here we go. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hold with the pelvis back. 5 times with the weights. Really squeeze la escapula junta. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as you reach back. 3. As you reach back. 2. As you reach back. 1. Good. Forearms back. 10, 9, 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. 2 arms out in front. And we'll sweep the arms wide. 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Excellent. Bring yourself through your bent knees all the way back up, nice and tall. Put some weight on one leg. The opposite leg come forward. Lift and lower. 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the side. Out and back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it in. Otro lado. Arriba y abajo. Down and up. 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, 6, and 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1. To the side. Arriba y abajo. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Pause with that leg out. Turn towards it. Okay, so this is my right leg. That is forward for me. Maybe different for you. You can step that left leg a little further back. And we're going to fold with the knees. Fold with the elbows. Here we go. Make sure your front knee doesn't go beyond your heel. 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Hold down here. 2 weights up for a moment. Working the triceps back behind you. 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Very nice. Bringing the weights in. Pivot through the feet. Same thing on this side. So folding through the elbows. Down and up. Down and up. 5 y 4 y 3 y 2 y 1. Take a pause down here, 2 weights up, and then your antebrazos, your forearms, backing up. 5 and 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Good. Inhale and exhale. Plant the back heel down. Come and stretch over your front leg. Go ahead, set your weights down. Good. A long stretch. And then pushing through both feet equally, evenly. Let's pivot, pivot, pivot. All the way around, turning your toes. And then you're going to take that same fold over your opposite leg. Give this a good 5 breaths, respiraciones profundas. Good. Inhale, coming up. Leave those toes where they are and then turn the opposite toes out. Take a big bend into that knee. Good. Your arms can come up for a moment. And then exhale if it feels nice. Bring an arm down. Good. And then from there, you can lengthen your bottom knee as you come over into Trikonasana. Good. And then let's exhale, pull through both feet, bringing ourselves all the way back up once again. So now turn the opposite toes out, coming through, finding a little warrior 2, arms reaching out. Good. Opposite elbow pulling in, top arm over the ear. Good. And then if you like, lengthening your bottom leg, finding yourself for a moment, Trikonasana, long triangle pose. Anchored through your feet. Very nice. Let's come up. Let's turn all your toes in. Take your hands here to your ankles. Take a forward bend. Padottanasana, wide leg forward bend. You can lift up here for a moment. And then take opposite hand to ankle, stretching across your body. Inhale, coming up, opposite hand to ankle. Inhale, looking up for just a moment here. Okay, so now we're going to come to our little pigeon for las caderas de Margarita. So I'm coming over my right leg. Now, if you have your blanket handy, you can put that underneath your right sitting bone as you walk your foot across your mat. Okay, so this might feel really good on your hips based on all that activity we just did. So once you're here, let your opposite sitting bone kind of melt down also towards the floor. So you're evening out your hips as we stretch. And if you want to come over this leg without pressing, without forcing, give yourself some long breaths in this pose. Letting your body kind of settle, anchor into something more relaxing. Good, and then we're gonna inhale and sit up for a moment. And now you can push with your back foot to lift your hips back up. And then we're gonna try that pose on the other side. So I'm just gonna go for a little pivot all the way around and essentially just leave my blanket right where it is. So now it's gonna come under my opposite sitting bone. So let the knee come down. And the thing is you really want it under one side and not the other to help the hips release. Then this top leg, you can move in a little bit. Good, to make sure it's at an angle that works for your hips and your knees. Bueno. And then vamos a empezar otra vez, meciendo la pelvis, just stretching, rocking your pelvis. Good. And then as you feel ready, come down over the leg, really letting the back of you stretch. Excellent. When you feel ready, let's come up. And with our blanket in this configuration, I like to try Triangle Mukha Ekapada Padma Paschimottanasana. We'll do it on both sides. So right now, I have my blanket underneath my left sitting bone, not underneath my right. So my knee joint here on my bent leg is going to come back. And what will happen is the top of your ankle here is going to release towards the floor. And the idea is this is kind of a deep, we're not in a back bend yet, but it's sort of a preparation for a back bend, getting your kneecap and your ankle to be able to stretch. So if you feel comfortable with your leg in that position, Triangle Mukha Ekapada Padma Paschimottanasana, you can come and stretch forward while you're here. Good, and then we'll inhale, come up, and we're gonna try this on the other side. So take your weight over onto your extended leg side, and then we're just gonna switch. So now the blanket comes underneath your right sitting bone. Good, now the left leg is gonna fold back, and you'll let the ankle joint spread all the way out there. And again, seeing things happening with your kneecap, you're just kind of clearing that area out. It's a good preparation for Virasana. Inhale, sweep the arms up, and then exhale, come and stretch adelante, stretch all the way forward. Good, and then when you feel ready, you can sit all the way back up. Take your weight over your long leg, stretch this leg out, And then we're going to shift this a little bit. So now you want to have the blanket kind of evenly split between your two sitting bones. And then we're going to bring your right leg back and then also your left leg back at the same time. So this is a Virasana pose, and it kind of stretches your knee joints out pretty tremendously. So you want, in an ideal world, your kneecaps are pulling together, your shin bones are moving down towards the floor, and the ankles, the tops of the ankles are opening also towards the floor. I like this pose because it is good for massaging your feet. Um, I don't know about you, but I'm definitely lacking in foot massages. It's not a thing I get quite enough of. So, just if you want to apply a little pressure to your own feet for a moment, pay no attention to the screaming child on the other side of the door. Good. And then from there, see if you can lean a little bit of your weight back and just enjoy what feels like a relaxing stretch to you. Good. So for some of us, your elbows might come down, your head could come all the way to the floor. Of course, nothing should feel forced or like it's causing you unnecessary strain. Okay, so let's exhale, come up, and then to clear these big poses out of your knees, stretch them back behind you just a few times. So kind of release the knee back. And then I'm curious to know how your knees feel after you try that. Let's come down to the mat. And to me, that always feels like a really big release here. Okay, so I'm bringing my blanket just because I want to open my chest, abrir el pecho, y respirar profundamente, and just feel myself be able to breathe deeply here. Allow your jaw to let go, allow your brow to spread out. And then slowly, when you feel ready, begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Take a big stretch overhead, circle your ankles, circle your wrists. And you can roll to one side. And we'll push up into a seated position. Bring your palms together. Bow the head, close the eyes. Tu práctica es un regalo. Your practice is a gift. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Namaste.